Okay. Before we look at the site, I'd like to ask you a few quick questions.
Okay.
First, what do you do all day?
Schoolwork for the most part, but when I have free time, then that's great. But that only sometimes happens.
Okay. Now, roughly how many hours a week altogether would you say you spend using the internet, including browsing the web and using email?
Hours per week?
Hmm. Just a
Pretty
ballpark.
pretty significant amount. Um, Somewhere over 20 at least.
Okay. And what's the split between email and just browsing? A rough percentage.
The actual checking of email doesn't take too long, so I guess it's pretty much mostly browsing.
Okay. And what kind of sites are you looking at when you browse the web?
Photo sharing sites or I guess a little bit of time on Facebook, but hmm, more often than not, just YouTube.
Okay. And do you have any favorite websites?
YouTube.
Okay. We're done with questions and we can start looking at things. If you can click on the bookmark that says CS142 site.
I know how to do that.
Okay. First, I'm going to ask you to look at this page and tell me what you think of it. What strikes you? What site do you think it is? What can you do here? What's it for? Just scroll if you want, but don't click on anything yet.
All right, well, it looks very impressive. It's got some nice colors on it. It's got some shadowing too, which I find is a very nice touch. If I were to take a guess, I would assume that this website involves fitness of some kind. Um, uh, it seems pretty easy to navigate. It is visually appealing. I can tell which of the five parts of it I'm on right now because home is highlighted.
Mhm.
It also says home page somewhere else. Um, and then there's a little blurb, which is nice and friendly, but it's not too much, so it's good.
Thank you. Now I'm going to ask you to try to do some specific tasks. I'm going to read each one out loud.
Okay,
Um, and again, as much as possible, it'll help us if you try to think out loud as you go. Okay?
sure.
Please find the foods that are generally consumed to help gain muscle.
I would assume that'd be under healthy foods. We have weight loss, muscle gain.
Yeah.
Nice.
And can you sign up to receive the weekly newsletter?
Weekly newsletter. That's probably under subscription. And it just asks for email, first name, last name.
Can you
Yeah,
go
I
through
can
that
do that.
process?
All right, as long as you're not going to spam my email.
I will not.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Thank you.
No problem.
Do you have any questions for me?
So I can see other tabs yet?
You can click through them if you'd like and give me some feedback.
Gladly. This is motivating. I like it. Let's see what's on here. Yeah, definitely plenty of information here. Nice amount of things to try. And I do like the picture on this page.
What do you think could be done to improve this site?
More pictures.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would you like to see pictures of?
Um, I guess that's pretty difficult because this is a stock photo and I don't see what else that would fit besides just stock photos. Like I don't want to see pictures of people working out here, but like maybe if there was a simple diagram of some of these plank position, for example,
Mhm.
if you had, I mean, I assume people wouldn't know how to do a plank position, but like just a small picture of what it would look like, just to help spread out the words and make it more visually appealing.
Mhm. What else would you change about this site?
Um, I would add a description. and more of a description to the newsletter. When people sign up for something, they want to know exactly what they're signing up for. And there's a lot of people that are hesitant to give out their email unless they absolutely have to.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, I mean, it says what it does. I just don't know much about the weekly newsletters yet.
And what final things would you change about the site?
Um, I think that the homepage is good because that's something you don't want to be too overwhelming. Healthy food is good, but there's no facts attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know how in depth you would go with this, but you could add like nutrition facts to some of it. Workouts seems very in depth. There's a lot of information there. I like it. Motivation, it wouldn't hurt to have more because some people need a lot of motivation.
All right, thank you. You can hit the pause button in the corner.